Take first question here, second row, on the right.
Joel Lorenzi to Oklahoma. Shai, thoughts on that last game, the breaks in the game, just everything that sort of came with this year's format?
Yeah, breaks, I guess, weren't ideal. I would rather play without breaks, but I had fun nonetheless. I feel like it was a little bit more towards the competitive side tonight, which is a good feeling, step in the right direction. Now I guess it's up to the guys that handle all that stuff to figure out what's next and how to keep making it more and more interesting, and hopefully we get there one day. But yeah, I'm glad it's not my job to figure that stuff out, and I'm excited for the second half of the season.
Dan on the right side in the back.
Shai, Dan Winke with the Los Angeles Times. The Western Conference changed a lot in the last few weeks, big trades, a lot of movement behind you, but you guys are functionally the same, getting healthier. What kind of challenges do you see from behind coming at you guys here in the second half, and I guess how prepared are you to fend that off?
Yeah, the Western Conference has always been tough and will always be tough. Challenges all through the conference. It feels like from 2 through 11, the teams are good. It's the best league in the world, best players in the world, and it's never a night off in the West, and we know that. So the challenges all over the conference, some in the East, obviously, but we focus on ourselves for the most part, make sure that we're getting better every day, and hopefully when we see our challenges, we're the best version of ourselves when we see them, and we advance.
Over here, Ron on the fourth row.
Shai, Ron Krojcik from the San Francisco Chronicle. What did you learn about Victor Wembanyama as his teammate this weekend, and did he seem more into it than most? He seemed like really competitive out there.
Yes, competitive, smart, like an interesting guy. I heard he goes to bed at 9 o'clock. I heard he reads a lot. That's cool. And it's rare to see from a guy so young, so interesting guy.
Over here on the right, third row.
Hey, Shai, Kayla Gray, TSN. Now that the weekend's over, when you look at just like the branding, there's so much of your face around the city, billboards, obviously your event with your shoe. Someone who doesn't really do it for all of that, have you taken a moment to kind of take in how you have been dubbed as maybe the next face of the NBA or one of the next faces of the NBA in generation? And what emotions come up when you think about that?
Yeah, it's super cool. It's obviously a good feeling. I try not to, like you said, worry about those things, but I'd be lying if I said the kid inside of me isn't excited, doesn't look forward to those moments. But above all, playing basketball at the highest form comes first, and everything else will follow, and that's what I focus on.
Front row on your left.
Hey, Shai. Kevin Williams, Maroon Tiger, Morehouse College. You are now a 3-time All-Star, but your fellow teammate Jalen Williams, this was his first time as an All-Star. Can you just speak on that experience for him and how excited you was seeing him out there alongside you as an All-Star this year?
Yeah, first and foremost, I guarded the hell out of him. He had 2 points all night.
Over here on the right, second row.
Yeah, Shai. First time you wearing your shoes in an extensive part in the game.
Are you asking?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I have been playing in them for quite some time now, making sure, like, testing them and stuff. So I was comfortable in them for sure.
You mentioned the versatility about wearing them on the floor, off the floor. You have them on right now. Why was that so important to you?
Just speaks to my personality. I have a personality as a basketball player, and I guess as a fashion guy as well. So I wanted to make sure I kind of expressed that in my first shoe.
Front row, fourth seat. Just wait for the mic.
Hey, Shai. Obviously, huge weekend for you, like the big sneaker launch. I'm just curious, when you kind of look back on it all now that it's all kind of wrapped up, like, what's a personal highlight for you?
Just being with my loved ones, my friends, my family, like enjoying the moment with them was the most special. It wouldn't be even close to fun if I was just enjoying it by myself, and them having them by my side has really been special, making me laugh, reminiscing on old times, all the good stuff. So yeah, I'm happy that they came, and proud that they get to enjoy this moment with me. Absolutely. Though I work pretty hard, have good people around me, stay level-headed, but yes, it feels good.
Over here on the right, second row.
Shai, there was a moment during that first break in the first game where Mark returned to the huddle and I don't know what he said. We kind of asked him about it, but I guess he drew up a play that everybody on the team knew. It was kind of like an inside joke for the other guys. What was that moment like for you? And I guess what's it like to kind of see him this weekend in a setting like this as a guy who maybe isn't into these sort of things?
Yeah, he for sure is not. Yeah, it was like funny. Teams obviously scout and know what plays were running, and that's all that was. Like Mark was about to drop a play, and the guys on the team felt like they'd seen it before, and they probably have. But to answer your other question, yeah, it's good for Coach to get out there, I guess. As long as he doesn't change, and I know he won't. I'm happy for him. All his success, he deserves it.
Last question up front.
Hey, Shai, right here. Mark Randy with 95.7 The Game in San Francisco. I don't know if you heard, but Draymond Green said pregame on TNT, with Jimmy Butler now in town, the Warriors are going to win the championship. I wonder what you think about that.
I'd expect him to say that, being on the Golden State Warriors and playing basketball for them. I hope he wouldn't say they'd lose, and I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Thank you.
All right, Jalen, I'm curious what you thought of the format.
It was fun. It looked like we competed a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. I think just it was a little quick, so I would like to be out there a little longer, but I think that's just me wanting to play basketball. But I definitely thought that one had a little more juice to it.
From the Bay Area, or you went to Santa Clara, what's it like to be here? What would your take be on the weekend here in the Bay?
It was very fun. It was definitely like being back at home. I used to come up here all the time, so definitely a full circle moment, and really like relishing the opportunity to be in here.
Did you get to see anybody from your Santa Clara teams or Santa Clara days?
Honestly, I'm so old now. Nobody really at school anymore. But I got to see my coaches, which was really cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was special.
I know things move quick at All-Star. Did you get a chance to pick the brains of some of the guys you watched growing up, like that class and generation of guys that are coming out, or was it just the right kind of a thing?
Honestly, I didn't really see everybody. I think the format kind of had a little bit to do with that, just because we're all kind of separated a little bit, so you're not mingling with everybody. But when we had the team meeting, it was really cool to just be around the guys, and Bron talked to us a little bit, which was cool. So I guess that counts for sure.
Have you ever thought have you ever thought that you wear a grill in a basketball game?
Did I? I did that today? Oh, I did these. No, I don't know what made me do it, but I didn't really want to take them out all day, and I had them during media, and the way that it worked, I was like, I might as well just keep them in until somebody says something. I thought it would be cool. Hopefully there's some cool pictures.
It's not dangerous?
I mean, I survived. I'm good right now. I would never do this for a real game, but, I left unhurt, which is nice.
Forgive me if this has been asked already. I just wonder if you could describe the weekend and if it's what you thought it would be.
It was way more fun chaos than I thought it would be. There's so many moving parts, and it takes the NBA is really good at putting stuff like this together. There's so many things behind the scenes that that don't get talked about enough that go through the weekend, which was really special and cool to just be a part of that. I mean, even the opening ceremony, how fast they're able to move stuff off the court so we can play. Just being able to see that from the court was really cool, and obviously just being back home with my family and friends was really dope for the weekend too.
Are there things you miss about life before that, and what's the most part about it?
I wouldn't say I'm famous. I don't know. I think being on a little small market, I think it's still a little smaller scale. I don't know. I enjoy it. I always try and remember that I was a kid or I was a person at one point that wanted to see NBA players. So I try and keep that perspective and just kind of have fun with it. I've always had really cool interactions with a lot of people that know me, so it's very special. Oh. I don't know where Nick Gallo is, but I hope he's somewhere here or at least watching. But I just try and have fun with the new notoriety, and I think it's fun to blow up and be known.
Was there anybody you got to know this weekend or you're looking forward to getting to know that you maybe learned something a little about?
Actually, my whole team, to be honest. Me and Cade have actually played Team USA, the select team together, so that was cool to be first time All-Stars with him. DG's another one. I didn't realize how cool he was, but we chopped it up. I'm trying to think. And I've talked to Ant a lot, just obviously being Adidas and wearing his stuff. I'm trying to think who else. Mobe, I already know Mobe. My team, honestly, I feel like when you come up through the ranks, like you guys are like kind of forced to like know each other. So my team, we actually like really all knew each other. T. Harrell is another cool one. He'll probably be in my YouTube vlog a little bit. So yeah, it was cool.
For those that maybe weren't as close to you, are there things that you hope that they learn about you?
I don't know. I think every interaction I have with just anybody is that it's kind of like the same one. Like I'm just genuine. I'm who I am throughout the whole entire thing. So hopefully that's what was left with everybody.
At what point?
What was your favorite part of the weekend, on and off the court, and then like least favorite,
My favorite on court, off the court was definitely going to dinner before everything happened with my parents and just having that like special time with them. I thought that was pretty cool. Trying to think what else. On the court, probably my dunk, playing with the grills. That was pretty cool.
At what point do you turn it on and get ready for the second half?
Right now, yeah, I'm already ready to go. I'll probably enjoy this for another day or two and get mentally right, but I'm ready to play.
Did you say something to Shai after the dunk?
No, I just said move, don't get dunked on. He's smart enough to know that if it gets in the air and I got a little runway, he'll probably move out the way.
Did you expect him to pick you up full court?
I did, he didn't. Actually, no, it's Shai. I've never seen him pick up full court, so no, I didn't expect that. But we got some cool moments guarding each other, and just special to be out there with him. Obviously, it's the third one, so yeah. Oh, I have some Kill Bill inspired shoes on. One's from like the sword of the movie, if you guys have watched it, and then obviously the iconic yellow. I have some blood splatter on there too, so just one of my favorite movies. I did, yeah. Actually, I sent the idea to Cierto. He does customs. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen him, popular. But so shout out him. He actually painted them and had them ready to go in 2 days.
What was that design process like?
I had a PE that I sent to Adidas that like they can't really do a lot of stuff with blood, like for them legally. So then I was like, I might as well send it to somebody else that can actually do it without any like legal trouble. And he's probably the best in the business at doing it. He's been doing it forever. So I hit him up, and I already had like a mock-up of the shoe. So I just kind of sent it to him and let him do his creative work.
Sorry if you've been asked this already, but just favorite part about being in San Francisco in the Bay Area this weekend?
I think just a full circle moment that comes with it. Obviously, I went to school down the street from here, so it's very special that all the struggles that I had throughout college are kind of like I come back here and I'm where I'm at. So I think that's been pretty cool.
You get to spend any time with Steph this weekend?
A little bit in the locker room too. Just kind of give him his flowers a little bit. Obviously, this is probably the last one that he'll be in that'll be in the Bay. So I know he's looking forward to it. Just chopped up with him a little bit, but this is his weekend, so I try not to ask him too many questions.
When you were going to school up here, how often did you get here to watch the Warriors games?
Honestly, watching games was hard because I was playing. Obviously, we're in the same season, so I've seen a couple of them. I would say, honestly, I came to watch the baseball games more than anything, or just come up here and like walk around, get on the birds, and scooter around. But it was just something else to do. And I went to school during COVID too, so it was a little harder to like get in the games. Yeah.
What do you think, obviously, from your standpoint about the Butler trade? How does that affect them? From the outside, what do you think?
They get another superstar. Obviously, Jimmy Butler's of winning pedigree, great player, so he does nothing but make them better. And hopefully they have a successful season, just not more successful than us.
With the format being only 40 points, you guys feel like guys didn't even get a chance to really warm up some of the guys are saying?
Yeah, it was a little quick. I would have loved to like play a little longer. Obviously, this being my first time, I would like to just play longer. But you got to win, so. But I think this is the first time they're doing it, so it's not going to be perfect. But I wish we could just play a little bit longer.
Did you feel it was pretty competitive?
Yeah, it was. I actually sweat. I didn't think I was going to sweat, so that was nice. Thank you guys for supporting me. It's surreal that I have fans in Brazil. Hopefully you guys keep watching and see how far we go.
Jalen, who's your favorite WNBA player?
Favorite, I could be ever? I'm going to be biased. Lisa Leslie. That was my mom's favorite player of all time. I just did a thing with her. I sent it to my mom, so she was super excited. Also a big Candace Parker fan growing up, which another surreal moment. Obviously, she's Adidas and I'm Adidas, so those are two big ones. My mom took us to WNBA games when we were little, whenever we could, so we would go watch Mercury versus Sparks all the time. And that's actually who we would watch, so it was pretty cool to have both full circle moments this weekend.
What did you enjoy most about the All-Star weekend?
Well, for this being my first one, just I think the amount of people that you interact with is really cool. You kind of get a chance to like build connections that you never would. You get to see players in a different light than I ever have. I was able to talk to guys I didn't think I would ever get along with. So just overall, just camaraderie and being around people that I didn't think I would be around.
Also, were you able to kind of enjoy the experience differently than when, let's say, you come to Golden State to play against the Warriors? You know, this time you're able to kind of like sort of have a different experience with.
Yeah, I didn't have to guard Steph, so that made it a little easier to come to the Bay. And obviously, the event in which we're doing it was way different. But I like coming to the Bay regardless. Like I said, I went to school down here, so I'm very comfortable being out here. Santa Clara. Yeah.
You talked to Brandon much?
Yeah. I've talked to Brandon a lot. Obviously, he means a lot to the program too. He went right after me, so he made history there. But yeah, he had a special weekend here too. I can only imagine what it was like for him.
Jalen, it was reported that Luka got traded because of his weight, and said could run up to 270. What's the heaviest you've ever been in the offseason?
I think I was 235 and 8% body fat.
Do you think they were being a bit harsh on Luka? Did you see him in his first game for the Lakers?
I don't know. I mean, he took him to the finals, but I don't know what actually happened. I don't know if that's actually his weight. I don't think anybody knows what his actual weight was. Luka's a great player, and the Lakers are lucky to have him. Obviously, what he did in Dallas was special. So I don't know. I don't really have too much to say about Dallas.
Do you think LeBron might consider extending his career now to a player like Luka by his side?
The good thing about that question is LeBron is here, so that is a LeBron question for sure. Yes, sir.
Okay, talking about another Jalen who just won a ring. What is the basketball equivalent of the tush push?
Oh, Hurts. Okay. Basketball equivalent of a tush push. Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. What do you think the tush push? What do you think that is in the NBA? I don't know. I hopefully nothing. Yo, JJ, what's the equivalent to a tush push in the NBA? The tush push? Yeah. What's the NBA equivalent? Maybe an elevator screen? I don't know.
Maybe like
when they push from behind, I don't know.
You get the extra lift.
Yeah.
Dunk on someone off someone else's.
Oh, maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe like a lob boost or something. Like when you go dunk on somebody, you get like a boost up. I don't know. You know those? Like a contact dunk, and you kind of jump, and then you bump bodies, and you go up a little higher. Yeah. I've never done it. Yeah, I've never done it. I have no idea. I've seen it.
More?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Cool. Oh.
What are some things you take away from this? It's a little weird of a format for most too. So
Yeah.
I feel like it was too short. I feel like it was longer than the classic.
I do think it was a little short. I think that's something that they'll obviously like look back on. I don't know. I had fun. I'm probably the wrong person to ask. This is my first one, so it's like deer in the headlights. Like I'm just kind of happy to be there. Obviously, I wish I could have played longer. I feel like we played a little quick, and we had to like kind of, you're going to 40 with guys that probably won't miss a lot of open shots. So hopefully it's a little longer. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. Just the weekend itself was amazing, and I have no actual complaints.
Darius Garland wants it to be longer. He wants to go back to the traditional.
Yeah.
Maybe if they do keep the target score, keep it by 50. What are your thoughts on his thoughts? Do you have
I think my favorite format was when they did I don't know about East and West. Maybe they can switch that up a little bit if that's what they're going for. But, yeah, I kind of like the two teams. I think just you get to play longer. I think that's kind of like the biggest thing. I mean, but there's going to be so many ways to figure out how to play longer with this format. So I don't think it'll be too much of a big deal. I think everybody just keep in perspective that this is the first time if they've tried it. So they'll be able to kind of figure stuff out. Yeah, shout out him. He was playing hard. I think everybody was actually playing, for the most part, like, obviously not trying to get hurt, but everybody was kind of moving around more than I kind of remember watching. And obviously, this is my third weekend being here, so it was definitely more competitive than it was last year. And he's one of the guys that are going to be in it for a long time. So for him to be able to go out there and set the tone, and for all of us to set the tone, I thought was a good job. Yeah, I mean, I played 94 feet of defense on the number one team in the West, so it wouldn't be too much to do it for one more night in the All-Star game. So hopefully if I keep coming back, that's something that we can incorporate. But, I mean, at the same time, knowing NBA players and just how it is, like some guys are having longer seasons than others. Like, like if you take Bron, for example, like somebody that's been doing it for 22, 21 years, like how do you say something to them like that? Or if this is like Kyrie's 10th time doing, I think it's Kyrie's 9th time or Steph's 10th. Like, it's hard to kind of tell those guys what to do with their pedigree, and they've earned that right to kind of chill a little bit. So,
One more, guys.
yeah.
Would you be interested in playing one-on-one in the All-Star format?
Yeah, I don't really run from no smoke. I don't really do the running from smoke. I'm down to play one-on-one for sure. Play one-on-one with Shai for a summer, so it can't get much worse than that. So I'm down. Whatever the NBA wants to do out here, I'm pretty much down and game for. I think it's really going to come down to how hard we play and how it's like marketed, I feel like.
That's a wrap, guys. Thank you.
Cool.